Hello, card fighters. Welcome to Gleaming Card Lore. I thought that before we dove into any other stories, it would be much more useful if we took some time to establish the various clans that exist on the planet Cray. A bit of background will allow us to jump directly into stories that I find worth sharing. That said, let's start with the clans of the United Sanctuary. First is Angel Feather, a medical institute dedicated to providing first aid to fighters on the front line. You might think that they work for the Sanctuary considering their base is there, but Angel Feather is actually a neutral party. Angel Feather is made up of angelic nurses possessing both healing magic and self-defense capabilities. Generally speaking, Angel Feather nurses don't attack unless provoked. The exception being Gavriel, but there were factors beyond her control at play, so I'll cut her some slack. Oracle Think Tank is a consultation corporation headed by CEO Amaterasu. They use fortune telling to serve their clients. Whether it's big or small, the think tank will scry the future whenever you need it. They accept payment for romantic fortunes or important political forecasts. It doesn't matter to the think tank, cash is cash. Oracle Think Tank also develops weapons and armor for the knights and witches of the Sanctuary. To protect these top secret weapons development documents, they hire agents and bodyguards like Silent Tom and Machine Gun Talk Ryan. If a target is particularly threatening to the think tank, the Battle Sisters are tasked with dispatching them in secret. Genesis is a sister company to the Oracle Think Tank. Its CEO, Yggdrasil, was a tree spirit of Neonectar before being granted divinity by Amaterasu. Genesis was created during Planet Cray's preparation to fight back against the Link Joker invasion. While I'm not sure why, it may be due to the fact that the think tank was needing more hands to take care of all their requests. Or maybe Genesis is just a front to reduce ODT's taxes by splitting their funds in half. Genesis has multiple divisions that focus on a variety of businesses and services. The Regalia units research ancient technology, and their witches develop offensive magic and spells for the defense of the Sanctuary. Royal Paladin is the primary army of the United Sanctuary. The king of the Sanctuary himself fights alongside them regularly. The humans, sprites, gods, and angels that make up this clan's primary combat force use weapons and armor imbued with the most advanced technology and magic the Sanctuary has to offer. Blue Sky Knight Altmile leads Royal Paladin's border patrol expedition. It was created after a series of invasions from the Dragon Empire. During a battle with Empire troops, Altmile accidentally activated the Sanctuary's first instance of Stride, summoning Divine Knight Gobblade to his aid. Of course, where there is light, there is also darkness. Shadow Paladin was once a rebel army led by the evil Phantom Blaster Dragon. At the time, their goal was to destroy Royal Paladin and claim the Sanctuary for Phantom Blaster. Many of their members were envious of Blaster Blade and sought revenge against him. During the United Sanctuary Civil War, which was of course caused by Phantom Blaster, Blaster Blade and Blaster Dark crossed swords for the first time since Blaster Dark's departure from Royal Paladin. The two came to an understanding through their battle and realized that Phantom Blaster had to be stopped. By uniting his strength with Blaster Blade to create Majesty Lord Blaster, he helped defeat his former mentor and claimed the role of Shadow Paladin's Grand Master. In the modern day, Shadow Paladin is a secret task force that protects the Sanctuary from external and internal threats. Many citizens don't even know if they truly exist. The Avengers, who were first established by Grandmaster Blaster Dark, are their main force. Soon after the United Sanctuary Civil War, Blaster Blade and Blaster Dark were sealed away, along with a few other notable heroes of Royal and Shadow Paladin. A special task force was created to free those heroes from their bindings. For the first time, Shadow Paladins and Royal Paladins united under one banner to fight together. The 7 corps of Gold Paladin were formed. Their names were Red Lion, Black Steed, White Hare, Silver Wolf, Blue Falcon, Purple Elephant, and Green Elk. After their war against the Void, Gold Paladin stuck around as the United Sanctuary's second regular army. Some of the youthful members who showed promise were given a promotion directly from the King of Knights. They were given the title of Liberator, the mission to protect the planet from imminent invasion, and an opportunity to learn directly from heroes like Blaster Blade and Alfred. Later on, when a rogue group of Shadow Paladin, led by Claret Sword Dragon, threatened to start another civil war, the Knights of the Sun, led by Sunrise Ray Knight Gurgit, were tasked with investigating their plot and maintaining the peace that existed between Shadow Paladin and the rest of the Sanctuary. So now you know about all 6 clans that exist within the United Sanctuary, and just a few of their major branches. Join us next time when we talk about their neighboring nation, the Dragon Empire. Hey, if you listen this far, I want to give you guys a big thanks for sticking with me and for enjoying the Gleaming Card Lore series. I love talking about Vanguard from a lore perspective because I just don't think it's done enough. But I have noticed that after I asked you to not make me pull out the chart in the last video, you kind of forced my hand because 89% of people who are watching this video are not subscribed, and I would very much appreciate it if you did subscribe, because that way you'd be notified immediately when I made another Gleaming Card Lore.